Hey everybody, hope you're doing well today. I was watching a random video the other day that popped up in my feed, and I think the channel was called Teresa Creates. And what she was doing is she was making some tea stained paper, like a handmade paper, or starting with like copy paper, and then putting distressed oxide on it and different color alcohol inks or just regular inks, and it was so pretty. So I thought I would de-stress my week, my month, and I would just do a brief video on how I'm going to do mine. She started out with 8.5 by 11 paper. I'm going to do 8.5 by 14 at legal size, and there's like 20 pages here. Normally I have my spray box here, and this is the way I make my papers. And but she crinkled hers up. This is where I do my my flow painting. Canvas goes down there, and the acrylic flow stuff, and then I also use it for a paint thing. See, it's it's a catch-all at the moment, but anyway, I'm not going to use that because it's just kind of difficult to do that in this chair here. So what I'm going to do is tell you how I did it, and you're going to need what she used was a couple of these things from the dollar store. They're just like cookie sheets, and I put some parchment on mine. I don't think you need it. And after she dyed the papers, she crumpled them up, put them outside, and she said it'd take about 5 hours or so. But it's just blistering hot here in the Texas heat, so I'm sure it'll take like 20 minutes. Probably not, but pretty close. So I started with a 2-cup measure, and the tea I'm choosing to use is three of these, mainly because they kind of made me sick. I mean, I'm sure there's nothing wrong with them, but they work really well if you catch my meaning here. So I had a bunch of these, and they're like, I don't know, 4 years old or something like that. So I thought, hey, those would make a pretty color. So I steeped it in a 2-cup measure, put it in the microwave for 2 minutes, and I'm just going to squeeze these out when I'm ready. You're going to need a couple of basins. That's going to catch the paint, and because you don't want them getting all over the place. And you're going to need some paints. Now, she used distressed paint, Tim Holtz and the like. These are my inks that I made. These are a faux distressed oxide ink. They're really pretty. Of course, you shake them up. And then these are alcohol inks that I made. I think I have a tutorial on my channel. So if you wanna look at the playlists on that, you're welcome to it. And then I'm gonna put some gloves on, get some Clorox wipes or baby wipes, whatever you have here. And my tabletop or my desktop is protected by these things. It's just a long runner. So without further ado, let's put the gloves on and get to work. Okay, I'm going to start by squeezing these out. It's nice and cool. Oh, so many problems with my hands today, but we're going to power through and get this done. Okay, we're going to put this to the side. This is more of an orangey like tea, it looks like to me. All right, so our first piece of paper, we are going to saturate. This might need a little darker tea, but it sure smells good. Doesn't look like it's doing much. I don't know, maybe it needs a different kind of tea. And if so, I might let this just dry. My little spray bottles aren't working here. I think we're clogged. on this one. Of course, on the oxides, you have to shake them up. And it doesn't help to spray it upside down. Okay. Let's try the regular ink. The regular ink. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay. And let's try a little bit of green with it. No, actually this is brown. Okay. See, these are reacting with the oxide sprays. Or was that an oxide? Nope, that was a regular, that was an alcohol ink one. And then what she did is she squished it all up into a little ball. And I think it needs more tea. I might go and add an extra, because this doesn't look stained to me. Not at all. It's kind of strange. Okay, I'm going to stop this, and I am going to put like a Lipton tea or something in there. But anyway, she crumpled it up. We'll do this as a test one. She crumpled it up loosely, and then she put it on those trays. So I'm going to be right back, and we'll continue on. Okay, so here's what I decided to do. Any excuse to have coffee, right? I took a little coffee pod, I opened it up, and I am just going to change the color a little at a time. Hopefully you can see, oh, this smells so good. Between, you wouldn't think berries and French vanilla coffee would smell so good, but it does. Oops, oh well. We'll figure it out. Okay, so that should stain it pretty well. See all the little drips in here? Because the coffee, you know, I mean, if it sticks on there, it'll be pretty too. It'll just add some texture. So it's a little bit darker, but you know me, I always want more. And I am bound and determined, even using this gargantuan coffee measure and making a mess everywhere, I just want to make sure that I can get this darker. And I think I'll just strain this through a coffee strainer. I should just really put this in the microwave again. You know what? That's a good idea before I embarrass myself further. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, so in real time here. So I just strained it through a Clorox wipe, and I've used every bit of these little, you can't get any more out of here. So I steeped it for another minute, and that's what we're working with now. So let me just, because, well, I suppose I should just do another one and leave that one for a test. So let's do another one. I saw some paper on my hands, so I think I'm accidentally ripping it. It sure doesn't seem like it's doing anything, but we shall see. Let's pick some other colors here. This, by the way, is food coloring, and some other dyes, like not dyes, ink, like printer ink, in different variations. I think these are the food coloring. I don't know how well pink and green are going to go together, but we'll find out. Might be kind of pretty. And let's get some red in there. Oh, orange, I guess. That's interesting. All right, and just for kicks and giggles, let's put in a blue oxide. I love this blue. I hope it's not clogged. And hopefully I'm in frame. Oh, so pretty. Oh, it's getting everywhere. Okay, well, we'll just soak that up with the paper. Be sure to protect your work surface. So we're going to loosely crumple that up. Put it over there. Let's try another one. Maybe I should cut these in half. I don't know. It depends on what I'm going to do with them. And then, of course, you're going to iron them later. Let's go for more oxide. The oxide, these are water reactive inks. Basically using the same, I think, yeah, smelling that they're alcohol based and they are made with titanium dioxide. Ooh, that's pretty. And let's do some pink. Come on, pink. The pink might be clogged. Bummer. Let's do some purple. I know what I did. I messed up and I sprayed these upside down. Bummer. Bummer, bummer. Okay, so let's crumple that up. And I might add more to here and just let them soak for a while. Not sure. But anyway, I'm going to continue doing this because who loves to watch paint dry? I'm just going to sop this up and see how this works here. And the reason you use plastic might be obvious, but if you just spray it with Totally Awesome Cleaner from the dollar store, that stuff takes out everything, including acrylic ink. I use it to clean my paintbrushes, watercolor, acrylic. I haven't used it on oil because I think that would be rather silly, but it might work. It might work. Let's see. So I've got a lot of blue here. Let's try some red. And then what I'm going to do, why do I call this red? This appears to be orange, but it's an oxide. Let's do red. Good, my goodness. Okay. So let's do this. I am going to soak these in coffee again and see if that matters. Okay? Because I really do want them to be stained. You don't want to get all the water out because you want it to have an opportunity to soak it up. But anyway, she put hers in a spray bottle and just sprayed them again. So that's probably what I should be doing. And then this was the test one. So I've got like 4 sheets of paper here. That's enough for me. And then, well, I'm going to continue doing them off camera and then I'll let you see what they look like. Okay, talk to you in a little bit. All right, I have completed 20 sheets of paper and this is how much I have left. So I would imagine you could get about, to those 2 cups, you could get about 30 sheets of paper. And to show you how easy the cleanup would be, you know, the Clorox wipes, of course, this is Clorox, so you just wipe it up. But if you put, let's see here, let's try some alcohol. 91% alcohol. I'm not going to bother to clean this whole thing because I'm going to continue to do it. But if you put some alcohol and spray that in there, see how pretty that is? And it wipes right off. So if you want to clean it, that's why you get these plastic tubs, because, and I certainly don't reuse them for anything except crafting, but yeah. And even this, I mean, you can dry and use for ephemera. So yeah, that's how we're going to do it there. And let's see, I'm just going to nest these together and show you my papers. All right, so here is what they look like. All nice and mushed together, and they're really sopping wet. So hopefully these will put some vibrancy in these papers. Now, this is really old paper, and I don't know, probably 20 years old. I don't know, I had it in my stash through various moves. So some of it really ripped, but that's okay. This is an experiment, and if these turn out as beautiful as Teresa's, I will be happy. All right, we will resume when these are dry, and then we will iron them out. Okay, see you in a bit.